All right, let's have a talk about adults.
We didn't even get to introduce ourselves.
Too
Hello.
bad.
Hello, everybody. This is Avoviper. I'm Rattlesnake, and my
I'm
character.
avocado.
Yup. So we are called Avoviper. So, what were you saying? Talking about adults?
And the random things they do.
Oh, great.
So, like when you're just chilling in your room and then your parents call for you and then you scream at the top of your lungs. What? What do you need?
I can relate to that.
And they don't respond. Then you go downstairs and then they're like, oh, I haven't seen you all day. You want to talk?
It's so true.
Okay, sure, we can talk, but like, did you really need to do that?
Yeah.
I could have answered from all the way up in my room.
I don't really have anything to say.
Right.
So, let's see. What other things do parents do? Oh, when they come into your room, and then the audacity they have to be like, "Did you brush your teeth?" And then I'm like,
Like, yeah, of course I brushed my teeth. I'm not weird. No offense.
we all brush our teeth, yeah, but the
I
fact,
love you.
the fact that I said, the parents say, "Do you brush your teeth?" And I say, "No, I'll do it in like a minute." 2 seconds later, they come into the room. "Did you brush your
I,
teeth yet?" Can you
I,
can you relate?
yes. And then so when we say give us a minute, they're like, okay, we'll give you a minute. And then 2 seconds later, they come in. But when uh they say, okay, give us a minute, we give them an actual minute, maybe even more than that. And then we're like, okay, now can you help us? And
Yep,
then they're like, that wasn't even a minute.
that's so true.
What? Can you explain to us how that logic works?
Yeah, no idea.
And I'm sorry for the adults watching this, if there are any. What?
I highly, yeah, take note of
I
this though.
gotta know that.
um,
Oh my gosh.
let's talk about something else. What's your favorite YouTuber?
I don't think I have one.
Broski. I have a lot of I have a lot of favorites. Like I have a lot of favorites, like I just said. Um, the ones that I mostly like watch are like Think Noodles, Creekcraft, Call Me Chris, Lauren Z Side, etc. But yeah,
What?
people like those, they're just so funny. They're my favorite.
I just kind of like watch whatever's on my For You page. I don't really have a favorite.
Oh,
I'm like, oh look, a random video on the internet. Let's watch it.
like whenever I go to sleep, I listen to like Call Me Chris and Lauren Z Side because they just like even when I watch them in the day, they just like brighten up my day when I'm having a bad
I just,
day.
I just like late at night. I'll just like scroll on my phone, and I know that's not the healthiest, but like I can't sleep.
Yeah, like whenever I'm
I
having a bad day, I just watch like one of those YouTubers and they brighten up my day. That's what makes a
I
good
don't.
YouTuber.
Yeah, I don't really like watch a specific YouTuber in general. I just scroll on the internet.
Oh, also, so I know you guys obviously know my channel because this is where the podcast is from, but you should definitely go subscribe to Avocado Squad 6. They're amazing, they're funny, hilarious, and just so much gaming, and I love it. So you should definitely subscribe to them.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Anyways, um,
Hey,
what else?
what are you doing for Christmas?
You're really asking me that when it's 7 days. Six.
December 20th?
Wait,
What?
wait.
Okay,
It's the 20th?
that, yes, it's the
Oh,
20th.
I
You
didn't,
idiot.
I didn't know that.
Okay, okay. So I don't know. In December, I'm like way more fun to like the calendar, and I pay way more attention to the calendar.
Yeah. So what I'm doing for Christmas, me and my family are debating whether my grandparents should stay the night for Christmas Eve or just arrive on Christmas because they want to arrive on Christmas even though the roads are icy, and my whole family thinks it's just better for them to spend the night for Christmas Eve just because you get more family time and it's more fun that way. So, yeah. And then I'm not really doing anything special for Christmas. We might go sledding if there's enough snow. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so I kind of love the snow and hate the snow at the same time.
But
Like,
why? Why?
because like on like a snow day at school, right? You'd wake up also happy that it's like snowing and that you get a day off of school for once. But then you, I personally I hate the cold.
I mean,
I fucking hate it.
there's a giant debate whether would you rather burn to death or freeze to death? And I feel like most people would pick freeze to death. I would freeze to death, but like just burning to death would be much more painful.
No, this sudden like the slightest bit of cold, I will be panicking. I hate the cold.
Anyways, what are you doing for Christmas?
I have no clue.
Yeah, neither do I. Like we open up presents, eat cookies, have fun, blah 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 blah. Yeah, my mom's
Yeah,
probably gonna make cookies Christmas Eve.
we might make fudge. I love fudge.
Do you still have do you still have your elf?
My elf, yeah. Oh, I have a funny story.
Okay, but first before your funny story, what's your elf's name?
I haven't. I think it's Buddy.
Mine is Starsky. I don't know why.
Mm.
But yeah, he's literally back there spying on me.
Oh my gosh. I
Okay,
don't know where our elf is though.
what's your funny story?
So I was in the kitchen and like earlier that day, my so the elf was put on the light we had in the kitchen.
Okay.
And I turned on the light in the kitchen and I was going like get a snack and then my mom came home from work. She's like, "Oh, hi, how was your day?" And then we had a whole talk. And then we smelt something. We're like, "Hey, what's that?" And then we look up at the light and then we see the elf burning. It was a traumatic and the elf still has the spot on his head. Just burnt and we covered it up with a hat so none of the other family members would be drunk.
Buddy probably hates you.
Oh, he already has. He already started hating me.
Okay, what's another topic?
Topics.
Topics. Oh my god.
Bang.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say that.
Yes! Yes!
No!
I love that.
No, they don't. Oh,
Bang.
what's your favorite Roblox
Yeah.
game?
Oh my god! I don't have one
How do you not have a favorite?
because
My favorite Roblox game is Apeirophobia. Oh, I need to tell you a funny story that happened yesterday.
oh my god. No.
You already know what I'm gonna talk about.
No.
So we were like super stuck on this chase scene, and I kept dying, but like Avocado made it, and so we were in. So um we were doing like this puzzle, and Lucy was raging so hard.
I swear,
I was like,
I was about to punch my computer.
I was I was like laughing eternally. But yeah,
No, that okay. I don't really rage much in games. Like I'll usually like laugh it off, trying not to rage. But that puzzle, I swear, it got on my nerves
yeah, like
so
if you got
much.
if you guys have played Apeirophobia, you guys know which puzzle after we're talking
And
about
you played that
after
far.
after the very first chase scene. But yeah, and then we had to go through like this long cave and we just got lost, but we did make it. And then we got stuck and we decided to stop at this one part because Lucy was Avocado was crying.
Okay, no, I wasn't crying because of the puzzle. It's because like we reached this one level,
Where it was
and it
like
was like
it
a
was
really
just
dark
a,
level.
it was like super dark and
And
she was like
um,
I don't know why she was crying, but I think she said it was like a
okay, but
nightmare.
the thing is, I was crying because I walked over to see what we were doing. I'm like, oh, this looks kind of cool and creepy. Totally not concerning. But then I looked at the paper that's supposed to give you like clues, and then I'm like, okay, we're supposed to crawl through a vent, right? And I saw what the monster looked like, and for some reason that scared me. And then the monster, you saw the red light, and then it came after us, freaked me out to the point I almost fell out of my freaking chair. I don't know why. I keep falling out of my chair in horror games.
are you are you becoming softer?
I freaking hate horror games. I mean, I'll play them, like, no problem, but I will get jump scared frequently.
You need to play Nightlight. Like I'm not gonna play it with you, but you need to play Nightlight because the jump scares in that game. Oh my god.
I
I
mean, I've tried playing that, except, like, I always gotten, like, to the bad parts of that game, so.
Well, I haven't played it, so I wouldn't know what the bad parts are. But my
You,
favorite,
so,
my
you haven't played it, but you say it's scary?
yeah, because I watched like a YouTuber play it, and I saw all the jump scares with sound, and they scared the little crap out of me.
Oh my.
So yeah, my favorite horror game is tied between Apeirophobia and shit, The Intruder.
I'm amazing at that game,
The Intruder.
Intruder.
I'm awful at the game. The Intruder sucks.
So we were playing Intruder earlier today, actually, and uh, he wanted to play the house, so we were playing the house, and then he chose easy mode. I chose nightmare mode.
And it chose Nightmare.
So I was like switching like back and forth between hard and nightmare.
And it was
And
Nightmare.
for so usually whenever like people would do that kind of stuff, I would always go for like easy mode. Because like that makes sense. Like
Kind of.
I don't
But
know,
no.
it just does. And so I chose nightmare mode, and for some reason it went with me and was like, okay, we're doing nightmare mode now.
And I actually yelled like no. And then Avocado was just like laughing her head off like
And we well, he died for some reason.
because my anxiety level went up.
The awareness level went too far up for me because the phone wouldn't turn off.
Broski.
And that was
Fun.
awesome.
Awesome possum.
Awesome possum.
Anyways, who's your favorite music artist? Oh, I already know yours.
Alec Benjamin.
Oh my god. So
I love his music so much.
so is Alec Benjamin like pop or rock or what?
I think it's more like pop, maybe.
Or like pop?
Oh.
I don't listen to pop. I listen to it sometimes, like if it's a really good song that I like, but I listen to like death metal most of the time. My favorite music artist is probably crap. My favorite music artist is probably Cattle Decapitation because okay, there's many reasons why. One, which is the most important reason, their music is really good. For me, my opinion, they're really good. Second, I got what the second second I got second
Oh
I
my god.
second I got to see them in concert like 2 weeks ago and it was the best. And then third, which is kind of are you freaking okay? And then so then for I lost
Brain lag.
brain lag. So then I lost my spot. But the third reason, which kind of connects to the concert thing, is that we got all access stage passes because my dad is friends with the singer. His name is Travis Ryan, and it was really fun. It was just
I
like
once went to an Alec Benjamin concert, and it was for like my birthday, and there were these two girls like holding up hearts the entire concert. They were holding up hearts, and I was like right behind them, so I could not see a single thing.
were
But
they
there were
like
these girls that were,
were they like paper hearts or like hand hearts? Or...
no, they were hand hearts, and I I didn't want to say anything. I didn't know what to say, and but there were these like two girls that were like, okay, you can like stand right in front of us if you want. But my mom didn't want to move from the spot we were in, so I had to like walk right in front of them on my own, and I did not like going up there on my own, so I like kept going back to my mom. She's like, no, you should go there. I was like, I was kind of like young,
like
though.
how old were you though? Like exactly.
Like 11 maybe.
So a year ago.
So, and I don't do like well in crowds.
Oh, I do amazing with crowds. Like I've been in mosh pits, and yeah.
I I don't like crowds.
Like if you my like me and my dad and I, we both know how to pack a punch. So like if we go to a concert and a mosh pit is trying to overcrowd me and my dad, we will both be throwing hands.
Okay, I do not hesitate to like. Okay, sometimes I would hesitate to fight someone, like depending on who they are. But if it's like really someone I don't like, I will fight them.
If it's like a crowd of people, they're not gonna know who you are, so I'm just like, eh.
They're just gonna be so confused. Like, oh, who?
Yeah, like they don't know me in person, so it doesn't really matter. Because they won't see my face because of like the dark lights or whatever. Oh, also, my second favorite band is also like a J-pop, not J-pop, Japanese metal band, J-metal. It's called Utsupi, and they have like 164,000 YouTubers subscribers, and yeah, their music's pretty good. They just came out with a new song, and I listened to it with my drum teacher, like my drum lessons teacher. Yeah. Oh my god.
What did you do?
We need to tell the viewers about the band Inquire performance.
Oh my.
So Lucy's in choir and I'm in band, and the choir class came into the band room to perform for us, and we were gonna perform for each other, and we like Lucy was like, so I was like on like the little the xylophone or like the glockenspiel, and so she was in the corner, and we were both looking at each other so awkwardly the entire freaking time, and it was so hilarious. Cause
So there was like this one incident I think that he's talking about right now. So we were in the band room performing again, and so my choir teacher he split like the class into like two parts, part one and part two. I'm in part one, which um
are you soprano or what?
I have no clue.
Are you soprano or alto?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
I don't know.
I'm
Um,
I'm in choir like cuz we're on winter break right now. So it's the end of the first semester of this year and I'm going to be in choir next quarter. So Lucy, are you in all year choir?
uh, oh, year long? No, no, I'm only there for like a quarter.
Oh man.
So we're like, what? So we do this like thing where we switch like I don't know what they're called.
Like
Like two
each
classes.
each part, like so the soprano and alto, whatever they're called, um they have a higher octave than the other and they have a different part than the other. So if you like there was this one part in like the winter song or something where where one part would sing one carol or whatever, and the other part on the other side sang the other carol part, whatever. And so the band teacher, Mr. Smart, he was like crossing his arms, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And then I realized what he was doing because they switched parts, and so that's basically like what it is. So
And what happened is that I so we oh my gosh the one part of the class so the class like split up. One part of the class was on like one side of the room, the band room, and then the other class the other part of the class I cannot speak on like the other side of the room. So when we were singing one of our songs, I noticed that none of the kids on the side I was on was singing the same part I was, and that was kind of embarrassing. And then there was another girl that was also supposed to be on the other side.
uh,
We were both looking at each other like, okay, we're on the wrong side. So part one, which is the part we're both on, was on the other side of the room apparently.
uh,
And then part two, we were on the side. Nobody told us.
well, yeah, because Mr. Smart just said for you guys to go on different sides. Like he didn't tell you part one go on that side and part two go on that side. Like he didn't say that.
But apparently part one just went like they all were like, okay, let's all go in like the same area. And then part two was like, okay, let's just like all go on this side of the room. And so I was refusing to sing like almost the entire time because that would be embarrassing because the side of the room could like hear my voice. And I'm like, oh heck no, I'm not doing that today.
Oh my god. And so when the band performed, we were playing the song. Do you know? I think everybody, most likely, like 99.99% knows, yeah, knows Let It Go from Frozen. And we have to perform that in our concert in like a few weeks. And I am so mad. And so at the ending, there's this one part where I have to play a high C, like a high octave C, so everybody could damage their ears. Like, and this girl named Kenzie, she would have to hit the ride cymbal. We would have to hit those at the same freaking time. And every time we messed up, we both looked at each other and we both started laughing. Oh my god. We were both like telling each other like we cannot do this at the concert. We have to do it exactly at the right time. Mr. Thompson, the band teacher, is Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson, when he puts his hand, when he motions for us to hit it, we hit it at the same time. I don't, and the time and I think avocado, I think you already know this, but I screwed up. Like I hit it so freaking early, and Mr. Smart was behind us just laughing his head off, and we were both looking at him like, what are you laughing at?
So
it was so funny.
yeah, when we went into the band room to like hear you guys like I don't know perform for us,
Yeah.
uh, I was sitting on the floor and then I was like listening to the songs for the first time, and you hit the drums so loud. I don't know why.
But okay.
It
Okay.
scared me.
Here's the reason why. I actually play my music. That's the only answer. None of the other percussionists, I mean, Kenzie knows a little bit, Jackson knows ish. Skylar knows nothing. So, so when we, when, and like also, none of the band members are loud enough. And so I'm playing at normal tempo and speed and dynamics. I'm playing perfectly fine while the other band members are way too quiet or either way too loud, and it messes everything up because when I'm playing normally, people think that I'm playing loud when I'm not. And also, I kind of had to play loud because I have a 4 TCEC That's 3 fortes mixed in one. And that is very hard to achieve because if you're already hitting pretty strong, um if you're already hitting pretty strong at at 4 TC, if you play a 4 TCEC, that would have to be really hard.
I'm sorry. I have no clue what any of that.
Yeah, like people who are in band who are watching this, you guys know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry. I'm so confused.
Of course you're confused.
Gosh dang it.
Bro's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. And you were sitting next to Ryla, correct?
Oh yeah.
Broski, do you guys know each other?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just oh crap. I was just
Oh,
okay. So what else? What's your favorite video game? Like outside of Roblox, with besides Roblox. What? Oh.
my gosh. That's I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It's okay. I don't really have like favorite games or anything like that.
That do you have a favorite of like what do you have a favorite of?
Um, animal, color, singer.
Broski, I have a favorite thing of almost everything.
That's good for you, buddy.
I know.
It's I don't know why.
My favorite video game outside of Roblox is probably Overwatch. It's a first-person shooter game, and I follow the series a lot, and a bunch of their updates are occurring, and it's like really cool. There was just a new character that came out called Maga, and that is pretty amazing. Oh, also, I love Poppy Playtime.
Okay, because I was about to say, okay, what happened to Poppy Playtime? I thought you loved that game. But there was this. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to say something that still embarrasses us to this day. So in 5th grade, we were doing like this,
Oh my god!
about about something completely random, and then
No!
we were like, okay, you want to partner up, and then so we were talking about what to do, and then he's like, oh hey, let's do Poppy Playtime. It's like a new game that
Because
everyone
we
loves.
both loved it.
Yeah, we're like, okay, let's do Poppy Playtime. It's a game that everyone loves, and it's new. And it's kind of an interesting game. And so we wrote this whole
Script.
like a whole script for it, and like who's gonna like say what.
I think the most. Yeah. I think of what we were gonna say, and I like copied it so that we could both have a paper. And I remember I like showed the pictures of the characters. Oh my god. And the most embarrassing part was when I forgot Daisy, the picture of Daisy. And so I had to tell Miss Worthington like to pull up the picture of Daisy when I cue you to. And it was so bad because I was like looking at her like thumbs up and she was like and she said out loud, "Oh, that's my cue." And so I was like, "Oh my god."
I swear.
That was like that's gonna embarrass both of us till the day we die.
And everyone was looking at us so confused, and I was like so happy about it.
Why were you so
But
happy?
I'm gonna be like mute for a few moments. I'll be right back.
Alright. So okay, so we're going to take a quick break. Like I'm just gonna pause the video. It's not gonna be the same video. It's gonna be the same video. Just gonna pause it really quick. So we will be right back. Okay, we back. Or Lucy's back at least.
Don't ever say that again, I swear. No, don't ever say that. So I was like so happy, but kind of like embarrassed because I'm not that great with like crowds or like even small crowds. I'm not great with that. So I was like smiling the whole time, like so happy to be telling everyone about this when I didn't know how embarrassing this was.
I bet the people in the crowd were like, "What are they talking about? Are they okay? Do they need some drugs?"
Oh my gosh, no, do not.
Oh, or are they okay? Do they need therapy? we should have done it of like another topic that we both liked. That wasn't
Poppy Playtime.
Oh,
no, it's because you were like making drawings of like Poppy Playtime characters.
I didn't
like,
I didn't make the drawings. I literally printed them from my computer, and I somehow forgot the Daisy photo, the picture. And when I came back home, it was sitting on my computer desk, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I literally just forgot it, and I got so mad at myself because I forgot it at my house. It was clearly on the desk. Oh, I hate myself for that. Also, are you excited for chapter 3?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited. Apparently it got delayed for like 2024 though.
Yeah, it got delayed until 2024. When I read that message on Twitter, I got so pissed. You have no idea. I was like, literally, I was like, fuck! And then,
but at least we have like Garten of Banban 6 to be excited about.
Bro, they literally made 6 Garten of Banban games in like a year.
In a year.
I don't understand how you can do that much in such a short amount of time. Like,
I don't know. They're just
so
special.
This is like my compare and contrast between Garden of Banban and Poppy Playtime. Actually, I'm just gonna do contrast. Contrasting is that Poppy Playtime developers mob games takes way too long to take the chapters.
But it's okay. I understand it because like I feel like that would like give it like more time,
like
better graphics and stuff.
Whenever the game comes out, it's like super suspenseful. When it actually comes out, you're like super excited and you think it's all worth it till the next chapter. You have to wait like 2 years for it to come out. And then with Garden of Banban, they make them way too fast. Like you have to wait for the other developers to like finish up stuff instead of like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just like it's way too chaotic. I don't understand how he does it. Does he just like not have a life or something?
Oh my god.
Does he just not have a life so he just
I feel like they just like put in like a lot of time into the game.
Yeah. And I can like but like between a month, basically a month, and basically a year. Like, I would think 3 to 5 months would be a good time for a new game instead of freaking 1 month in a game. I just don't understand how they can create like Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's, like, they were a good franchise. Scott Cawthon did an amazing job with every single game. It's just the release dates that I hate. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's, the original, came out in 2014. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out either 2014, the same year, or 2015, I forgot. FNAF 3, 2016. Like, I just feel like a year is way too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like when I was a kid, the first time I played like Five Nights at Freddy's was when I had like this loft bed in my room, and so my sister, she came into my room like, hey, you want to play this game? It's called Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm like, okay. So she was like playing it on iPad. I have no clue what game we were playing, like what part of the franchise we were playing. But we were just.
How do you not know what game you were playing? Like,
I don't know. I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7.
Was it the
And
original game, or was it like, do you still remember? Because I can help you like figure out what game you were playing.
I mean, it was probably like the first game maybe, but like she went up to my loft and she's like, okay, just sit down and then we're gonna play this. And I thought it was like gonna be a cool game, like any normal game. And then she's like, oh no, guess what? We're about to get caught. And I'm like, wait, what does that mean? We got jump scared by Freddy, and my sister jumped off the bed, like, and my bed was like all the way up to like the ceiling, right? And so she jumped off, and I'm like, oh, I'm not brave enough to do that yet. So I crawled down, and I ran to my mom, crying, screaming.
I mean, like,
her, oh,
yeah, you would
chasing after
me. And like, am I the only one that experiences this when you're super young and like something scary happens? You're just like full on ballistic screaming. And when you're older, when you're more mature, like play more horror games, watch more horror movies, and you look back to when that scary thing happened, you're like, man, I was a wimp for nothing. Like, am I the only one that experienced that?
I mean, like, I'm okay with horror games. Like, but can someone explain to me why horror games on Steam aren't that bad? But then there are horror games on Roblox
that are
why
worse.
Are they scarier?
I know, it's like crazy. Like,
Roblox is supposed to be like a fun, kid-friendly
like,
game, but
bro,
then no, there's
FNAF, like,
game.
FNAF Security Breach, it's still a horror game, yeah, but it's not as scary as like The Mimic. The Mimic scared the literal crap out of me when I played it. Whenever whatever their name was, the Mary whatever, when she jump scared me, I fell out my seat because that was like I had my headphones on while I was playing it, and I was at like max volume because I thought I was gonna be a brave
max volume.
I don't know, because I thought I was gonna be a brave kid and nothing would scare me, but then it jump scared me, and then I threw my headphones at the wall, and my parents yelled at me.
Oh, that's harsh. I had like nightmares about Freddy for like 5 months because of that.
It's literally a bear. Like, you're scared of a bear.
It gave little me so much emotional trauma. And then like those 5 months passed, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch like some YouTube. And so I watched some people play like Help Wanted, and I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad.
Yeah, Help Wanted. Well, Help Wanted is a little bit scarier only because it's VR. And also, did you know Help Wanted 2 came out like a week ago? Man, I need to catch up on FNAF Ruin and FNAF Help Wanted 2. Like, I need to catch up on those two lore and gameplay and stuff. I have not gotten to that yet. And I really need to.
Yeah, I'm making like a FNAF Ruin series, but my mic keeps breaking in the middle of the episode, and I'm like, oh my gosh! So when I rewatched the episode, I'm like, okay, I'm not re-recording this.
Oh, so you basically left a video on your channel of the microphone cutting out.
Yeah, like halfway through it started cutting out, and I'm like, okay, if I just do that again, my microphone's gonna be like out like the entire episode. I'm trying to get my mic fixed.
So how far are you? Because I don't have time to watch your Ruin series. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But um, but the question is like, what, what crap, what thing you, what how far are you into the game though? Cause like I know you just came out with part 7.
Yeah. Like I'm at like the Phaser Blast part, I
I
think.
don't know what
Um,
that part is.
like
Like
that.
I like I haven't watched any FNAF Ruin gameplay or lore at all. Um, but are you cuz so I wouldn't know anything about FNAF Ruin. But for Security Breach, yeah, I know the Faster Blast part and like Monty Golf and Roxy Way Ray and yeah. That stuff.
I meant like I'm like trying to record part 8, but I'm like also wanting to get like Garten of Banban 6.
What
So
if you do you have every single game leading up to 6 or 5?
yes.
So what
5 hasn't come out yet. 5 apparently is coming out like later than 6, and nobody's really like caring about 5 though. I mean, I still wishlist it on Steam because why not?
Yeah. Like cuz I was going to say like you could make a Garden of Banban series.
Yeah, I could, but I feel like well, okay, but being honest, I did play like FNAF Ruin like way later than everyone else.
Yeah, to be fair, Garden of Banban is basically the same way. Like everybody has played it. Basically.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried to play FNAF Ruin before. I just never did. So I like completely gave up on it and never played it until like I started making the
I
series.
remember
So
that one time when we were playing Garden of Banban 2 and that one part where you were like trying to jump, like that part where you were jumping, like jumping on the blocks or whatever. It was so funny how you it was just super funny how you were just like so annoyed that you kept falling and you had to restart the part over and over and over again. And the part was like really tall too. But I don't know if you remember that. I do.
I do.
Okay.
I was furious.
I know it was I was like laughing my head off because she was like, no! Like every time she died. It was so funny. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's gonna be a wrap for Avoviper. This is our first episode. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to follow Avocado Squad 6 and my channel, the one you're watching. Make sure to subscribe to me and Avocado Squad 6. And I will see you guys in the next podcast episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.